Mazuma TV back in the building. What's going on, y'all? Shout out to Mazuma Nation. I'm back with some more boxing talk. All right, y'all. It happened. Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis. Fight went on last Saturday, April 22nd. Tank got a dominant KO victory over Ryan Garcia. Went exactly as I expected, man. I'm mad because I told a friend of mine to bet on the 7th round knockout in Tank's favor. It happened. I should have bet myself. My guy got a few dollars, man. I just wish that I was one of the guys winning with him. But regardless, it's all good. I'm just happy that my guy got paid. You know what I'm saying? But I called it on the money. I honestly thought that Ryan Garcia was gonna win more rounds. I thought he would have just kept him on the outside and just try to frustrate Tank and just keep that jab in his face. Just some smart boxing, you know what I'm saying? I thought that he would have just tried to keep him on the outside and just pick him off as he tried to step in. But Ryan Garcia, he had the jab going, but typical Ryan Garcia, you know what I'm saying, didn't really make any changes. Didn't make any changes at the gym. Continued to lead with his left hook. Whether it was to the body or the head, but Tank was seeing these shots from a mile away, man. You could tell Tank was really studying Ryan Garcia this camp. He knew every single tendency of Ryan Garcia, and the reason why he would know that is because he had been watching him religiously. You know what I'm saying? And this fight right here is a prime example why every fighter should study their opponents, especially at a high level. You know what I'm saying? Study your opponents, pick up their tendencies, so when you get in the ring, you won't have to adjust on the fly. You know what I'm saying? Have that advantage. You know what I mean? Be a student, and you can tell that. And I could tell Ryan Garcia was being studied by Tank, because I remember in the press conference, Ryan Garcia was like, "I might break your jaw with a hook," and he was like, "You don't even punch to the jaw. You punch to the temple. You don't punch to the jaw." And that's real telling, because that lets you know right there that Tank is breaking down Ryan to a science. He's seeing where his punch placement is, what his favorite punches are. You know what I mean? He already is watching this man. He's studying him, and that paid off. You know what I'm saying? It looked like Ryan had zero solutions to Tank's overall abilities that night. You know what I'm saying? It looked like Tank was frustrating Ryan in the second round, so it looked like Ryan was just like, all right, let me just put this pressure on him. I felt like he really didn't have nothing else to do, because just like I said in my previous videos, Tank is capable of boxing Ryan from the outside, because he is the more skilled fighter. He understands range better. He's the overall sharper fighter. He has the sharper tools in his toolbox. So he could box him from mid-range, and he could box him from the outside. And that's exactly what happened. You could tell Ryan Garcia was getting frustrated and was trying to just land one of those shots. You know what I'm saying? He was saying that he was going to knock out Tank in 2 rounds, so he definitely tried, and it ended up hitting the canvas. You know what I mean? And it just shows like a low IQ from Ryan Garcia, man. Just a low IQ. Just throwing the same punches over and over again, knowing that Tank is more than capable of adjusting on the fly. You know what I mean? Like you can tell he wasn't really studying Gervonta Davis as well, because when you watch Gervonta, it's like, you should know not to throw the same punch over and over again, because he's going to make you pay for that. Like, if you watch, his most devastating knockout was against Leo Santa Cruz, right? Leo Santa Cruz threw like 3 or 4 lead right hands in a row, continuously. Didn't care to change it up or nothing. And on like that 3rd or 4th lead right hand, Tank slipped, shot the uppercut, and it was good night. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm watching that and I'm on the opposite end of Gervonta Davis, I'm gonna be like, I need to be more versatile with my combinations. I cannot throw the same thing every time. I had to keep Tank's mind worried about different things. Because once he picks up a tendency or a shot that you just keep gravitating towards, he's gonna do what he has to do to make you miss and make you pay. You know what I mean? That's the name of boxing. So Ryan Garcia he showed everything that I expected from him. And in my opinion, he did quit. And nobody could tell me nobody could tell me otherwise. You know what I'm saying? I've seen fighters get hit with body shots and seen that they weren't able to get up. Like you watch De La Hoya versus Bernard Hopkins. That's a perfect example. Bernard Hopkins placed a beautiful body shot, and this man De La Hoya was rolling all around the ring in pain. That was a legitimate knockout. You know what I'm saying? And it was justified, man. It was just a beautiful shot, and he wasn't able to recover from it. It was like a paralyzing feeling. You know what I'm saying? But with Ryan Garcia, you could tell it was a beautiful shot, beautiful placement on the shot that had happened. It was legit, because there was some people even saying Ryan took a dive. No, that was a legit knockdown. That was a legit body shot. But we just can't ignore the fact that Ryan got up as soon as the count was over. So the count went all the way to 10. He took the full 10. It took the L. But you mean to tell me that suddenly he's able to get up as soon as the 10 count happens? He got up immediately afterwards. As soon as the ref grabbed him and waved it off, he got right up. So it was like, you're more than capable of getting up, Ryan. Like, you just chose not to. So if you choose not to get up when you're fully capable of doing so, you quit. Straight like that, man. Like, I really don't understand why people are even trying to dispute this. Ryan Hart got tested. He finally went through some adversity that he against an elite fighter. You know what I mean? He faced adversity with Luke Campbell, but Luke Campbell isn't no finisher. Luke Campbell isn't no big puncher. Luke Campbell isn't somebody who's extremely dangerous to be against when getting knocked down. You know what I'm saying? And in all honesty, he wasn't even hurt when he got dropped against Luke Campbell. That was a flash knockdown, and he went right back to doing what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? But against Gervonta Davis, he was feeling those punches. The blood was coming out of his nose. He got dropped in the second round, and then he was getting hit with some clean body shots in the previous rounds, and they were piling up. So this is the first time Ryan went through the fire, and this is the first time he's fought high-level opposition, world-class fighters. That's what Tank is. And he failed the test. You know what I'm saying? And he shows that his heart not really like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is, man. So that's just exactly what I think about the whole situation. Congratulations to Gervonta Davis for that victory over Ryan Garcia. Where Ryan Garcia goes from here, I don't really know. All I know is that he's definitely going to go to 140. And if he doesn't, then he's just going to look like a liar, because he was saying that he felt weak at the rehydration clause made him weak and all that. So if you're going to say all of that, just move up to 140 and try to find, you know what I mean, a name to make up there. But I think he's in a bit of a tough situation too, because when you look at all the top 140 guys, it just seemed like they all had the edge over Ryan Garcia. You know what I mean? Whether, like, I don't think he could beat a Regis Prograis. I don't think he could beat a Subriel Matias. I don't think he could beat a Josh Taylor. He could fight Rolly. He could fight Rolly, and that fight could go in Rolly's favor as well. You know what I'm saying? That could definitely go in his favor. Puello just tested positive for PED, so I don't even care to talk about him. But, like, I just can't see what he could do at 140. Not become a world champion. I just can't see it. Unless there's a vacant title that open up and they just, in the sanctioning body, find a way to throw him in there against a guy that's not on his level for him to get a world title. That's the only way I can see it happening. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my thoughts on the situation, man. Let me know what y'all think about Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia. It was a great night of boxing, man. Shout out to David Morrell for the first round knockout. Just a beautiful night of boxing, man. This is what keeps the sport thriving. This is what keeps the sport alive. And hopefully 2023 continues to have these big fights, man. So y'all just let me know what y'all think. This is Mazuma Nation, Mazuma TV. back with the boxing talk, and I'm out.